Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the Illinois Fighting Illini. Illinois will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So Oregon's offense will start this game off. And when you have a quarterback like this guy, the entire offense feeds off of him, David.
Everybody feeds off of his energy, and the whole playbook's open because you can trust on him. He's dependable, Palmer.
He's also one of those guys, if he gets in a good rhythm, watch out. This dude starts firing strikes.
At the 35, he's got room. Running toward the tape. The 20. The 10.
Offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Illinois Fighting Illini now go on offense, and they'll have it for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive day, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
The best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. On second down, looking again to throw. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count.
What a snag by the defense. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return with that small change. They take over at the 43.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense.
Looking to move it through the air. He's got it. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Brown will throw it. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
Second down coming up. The give to the left. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. Third and long coming up.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Firing deep. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Oregon! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the points come on a pass from 39 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Illinois offense returns to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Illinois right back to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick strike complete. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a...
And he breaks into the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll ride the hot hand. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Here's the give off the left side. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays, just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
And boy, was that pressure in his face immediately. Down he goes. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. And there he goes. He will score. Touchdown, Oregon. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
The kickoff team is out there, and their #1 job is to make sure one special team's touchdown isn't answered with another one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Maybe they learned something from their opening script of plays, David, but other than that, this has been an abject disaster.
And I think they learned what not to do. I mean, this has been an abject disaster. They haven't done anything right, offense, defense. Carlo, this one's ugly, and it's still early.
Yeah, I'd normally say, well, it's first quarter, just don't worry about it, there's time, but this is the worst start you possibly could have had. So they need to score a touchdown right here.
Now on second down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Coming after it. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Slips through the line. And the returner will be brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They come over the football 1 minute to go here in the first. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This offense is so good, man. They can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Colorado is going to enjoy the trip back to Boulder after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there at Folsom Field, and suddenly it's quite the resume. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the blitz gets to him just like that. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
He'll field the punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And the Ducks headed quickly to the line.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, you've got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
They're testing the right side here. Across the 25, he's got room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. Nothing but green ahead. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. 2nd and goal for this offense. They'll run it to the left, looking for the touchdown here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, you-know-what.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Got his man out of the backfield. There to make the stop, but he is a weapon out of the backfield in the short passing game, and they've got a 1st down. New set of downs after that completion. To the air on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Trying to get to it. Pulls it in. It's Burgess. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Ducks are in the red zone. They'll throw it on 1st down. On the move, he fires. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited, got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah.
And it's picked off. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Oregon! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum into the break here.
It all comes down to this drive right here, Reese. Obviously, this offense hasn't had everything go right for them in the first half, but here's an opportunity, David, to execute some plays, put some throws together, and generate some points.
And you're right, Jesse, and this offense needs to start now. Like, we got to get some points on the board, create some momentum, and continue it, because you've dug yourself a significant hole.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They'll try the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. On his way from around the 50. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Line gets set, first down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon is trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Running back searching for a hole. At the 20, he's got space. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Illinois coming back to the line with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Floating away. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on 3rd down. Looking deep down the right side. And he throws another interception. His 3rd run of the night. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
Quarterback checking off. He's going to throw it from his own end zone. He rifles one deep down the right side. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, a stirring start to things today in Eugene as we say hello from our broadcast studios. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan.
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Oregon!
This is a defense that prides themselves on getting turnovers, and it starts with the pass rush. It was the hit on the quarterback that forced the throw to not be as accurate as the QB would have liked. Nice job in the back end, securing the interception, and then taking it the distance.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to Purdue. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Give to the single back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Dropping back, it's Suggs. Unleashes one. Soft spot in the middle. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch, and in this case, even catching the football. It was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
I'll say this, man, in college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him to.
That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48. Illinois moving it quickly down the field.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
On second down, looking to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Just slithered through the tackle and he's got room to run. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The give to the right. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And the beatdown has ensued.
We know football gets harder when you start to get in the red zone in the field tricks. Who needs that? Break the long touchdown run. Nice job by the back. Seeing the hole, exploding through, getting a long touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's McDaniel. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field to score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That sack gets this offense behind the chains. It's second down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. And this defense is going to have its ears pinned back on 3rd and long from the 1. Looking for room, it's Chavez. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goal post, he gets the punt away. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Looking for a productive play on first down. Takes the handoff, and he's going right. Got enough space. Touchdown, Oregon! And the route is on. On to attempt the try. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. And you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody opened downfield, and he just decided to take off.
They're trying to get to it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Now on the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Paul
makes the catch down the right side. He's loose. Touchdown, Ducks! And the pummeling has started. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On the run, it's Chavez. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. The give to the back. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. And the Ducks moving quickly to the line.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge all week long. They knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And obviously this guy's been hyped up, and we've talked about him in the Heisman race. What do you have to do? You got to finish strong. The voters are watching what you do at the end of the season. Awesome opportunity. Put together a 100-yard game last week. Put some stats up. Get a bunch of touchdowns. You know, really finish strong so you can get in that Heisman race and maybe go win that big trophy.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The Ducks will try to convert on fourth down. They'll try it on the ground. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter.
Touchdown, Oregon! And the stomping has commenced. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
The Illinois offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
Illinois lining up to punt this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll haul it in right around the logo. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense, to be physically pounded. The run is coming. You know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. Brown wants to pass. Extending the play. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Pressure coming. They're going to get him for a safety. Tried to make something out of nothing and still got stuck for the 2. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. They make the tackle at the 39, but a really good job by the return team there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Turns it on at midfield. He's now up to 70 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign. We reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. The offense sets up shop at the 46 on first down. To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll try it over the left side. He's in open space downfield. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense has a second down play. Toss to the outside. And the Ducks are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. They'll try to get outside. Across the 25, he's got room. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. Fights off a defender. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. They'll go right back to it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Power football with the run. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. Here he comes from inside his own 5, and the returner is stopped. The Illinois offense returns to the field. This has been an old-fashioned fanny paddling, David. I mean, they've just got taken behind the woodshed.
There's nothing to say. This has been an absolute beatdown. Dominated from the start, Jesse, to almost the finish now. They have done nothing right.
Everyone's going to have a real hard look at themselves, I think, this week after watching the film and in practice. And they just got to take accountability. They have to understand, man.
What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety. So after that safety, they'll kick it away from their own 20.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. The best way this offense can say thanks for that 2 spot is by following it up with a score of their own, David.
Really fun when your defense does that. When they get you back the football, and they score some points, Palmer. Put those points up on the board. Usually brag about it, especially defensively. We got more points than you, but good opportunity for this offense to get more.
Yeah, it's you scratch my back, I scratch yours kind of thing right now. I'll tell you, if this offense is able to go down the field and put up a touchdown, this could be a potentially 9 to 10 point swing based on your defense getting you that safety. You've got great field position now. You've got to take advantage.
Brown will throw it. Pocket starts to collapse. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Hit as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. They'll run it to the right. Made a defender miss. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. The Ducks will hustle to the line. They'll give it to him again. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Touchdown, Ducks! And the punishment has been extended. That score pushes us out to a comfortable margin, and they are oh so close to a 10-game winning streak.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from a lot.
And down he goes back at the 3. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll return it from the 50. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback checking the play. Trying to find his man on first down. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. Brown wants to pass. Going for it all. He's got it in the end zone for another touchdown, and this is a full-fledged beatdown. There is time on the clock. There's time on the clock. There's time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop it. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee. You take a knee, run the clock.